Ever wished you could just like snap your fingers and lose those extra pounds? Ugh, I know I have. But the real question is, can you actually speed up weight loss without, you know, harming your health? That's what we're diving into today. We've got this article. It's called Why Rapid Weight Loss Doesn't Have to Be Dangerous. 5 Safe Methods.
Sounds promising, right?
It does.
Yeah. It's interesting what this article is saying. Rapid weight loss doesn't have to be like this scary crash diet thing.
Okay, so we're not talking about like those crazy juice cleanses
Ah,
or like surviving on just cabbage soup.
exactly. Those are the things we want to avoid. This article, it focuses on methods that can help you lose weight, yeah, quickly, but it's
Yeah.
got to be healthy. And it's got to be something you can keep doing.
So like finding that balance, speed and
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah, exactly.
But before we get into the good stuff, the methods, like why are those crash diets so bad for us? What's the deal with that?
Okay, so imagine your body is like a car, right?
Okay, I like this.
Crash diets, they're like running that car on fumes, just pushing it, no fuel. And the article mentions some serious downsides. You're not getting those nutrients you need. You could even start losing muscle. And muscle actually helps you burn calories.
Oh, so it's like almost counterproductive.
It is.
Yeah.
And then you can even mess up your metabolism. So your body's not burning calories as efficiently. It's
Like damaging the engine while you're trying to speed up.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great way to put it.
No wonder we want to avoid that.
Right. And that's exactly why it's so important to have like a professional in your corner. It's like having a mechanic for your body, someone who knows how it works and can keep things running smoothly.
You know, like a dietitian or a doctor, they can give you that personalized advice, right?
Mm.
Based on you and your goals.
Exactly. Not one size fits all.
So they can help you figure out the best way to lose weight, but quickly and safely for you.
For your body.
For you. Yeah, that's the key. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now, I'm curious about these 5 safe methods the article talks about.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Where should we start?
Well, let's start with structured medical diet programs.
Okay.
Now, these are different from those fad diets.
Right.
Because they're put together by experts, and a lot of times they actually have like medical supervision, to make sure that you're staying healthy.
So it's like having like a nutrition coach,
Yeah.
creating a plan, guiding you through it.
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it.
Okay.
Next up, let's talk about intermittent fasting, which is all about kind of like cycling between eating and fasting.
I've heard a lot about this one.
Mm-hmm.
How does that actually work for weight loss?
Well, it's like giving your digestive system a break.
Okay.
It allows your body to focus on like other things like, burning fat.
Makes sense.
And one popular method, you may have heard of it, it's the 168 approach.
Okay.
So you fast for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour window to eat.
So it's not just like when you eat, right?
Mhm.
The article, it emphasizes what you eat during those windows too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's not like
Mm.
eat anything you want during those 8 hours. You want to make sure you're fueling your body.
Yeah,
Good, healthy foods.
makes sense. All right, so on to the next method. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT.
HIIT.
This one can be intense, right?
It definitely can be.
Yeah.
It involves these short bursts of really hard exercise, and then you have these, short rest periods. And it pushes your body to burn a ton of calories, but in a short amount of time.
So like a supercharged workout. What makes it so effective for losing weight, though?
Well, here's where it gets interesting. It triggers something called the afterburn effect. So your body actually keeps burning calories even after you're done working out.
Whoa, so you're still burning calories while you're like relaxing later. Sign me up.
Right.
I do imagine, though, that it's really important to approach HII safely.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. The article talks about starting slow, gradually increasing the intensity. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Safety first. All right, last 2 methods the article mentions are calorie deficit and strength training. These seem a bit more straightforward.
They are, but they're key parts of the other methods we've been talking about.
Okay.
So calorie deficit simply means you're eating fewer calories than you burn, which is kind of like essential for weight loss.
Makes sense.
And strength training, that's important because it helps you maintain muscle mass, which we talked about earlier, while you're losing weight.
So you're building muscle while losing fat.
Exactly. It's a win-win. And muscle, it burns more calories at rest than fat. So the more muscle you have, actually, the easier it can be to lose weight and keep it off.
Okay, so we've got these 5 methods. Structured medical diet programs, intermittent fasting, HIIT, calorie deficit, and strength training.
Mm.
Even with these safe methods, is it still important to like check in with your body, see how you're feeling?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you want to be aware of, like, your energy levels, how your clothes are fitting, any changes in your mood. It's not all about the number on the scale, right?
It's about listening to those internal cues and making adjustments if something feels off.
Yeah. And remember, it's about finding what works best for you, your body. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to this.
This has been super helpful. So we've learned that rapid weight loss, it doesn't have to be dangerous if you approach it the right way. But I'm sure our listeners are probably wondering how to choose the best method for them. What truly makes a weight loss journey successful? We'll be back in a moment to dive into all of that.
Welcome back. So before we left off, we were talking about those 5 methods for safe, rapid weight loss.
Yes. And I'm, really interested in those structured medical diet programs.
Yeah.
What makes them different from just picking up a diet book from the bookstore?
It's all about that personalized support and that expert guidance. These programs, they're usually designed by registered dietitians or other, healthcare professionals, and they take into account your medical history.
Oh, that's good.
Any underlying conditions, your specific goals.
So it's really tailored to you.
Exactly. It's not just like a generic meal plan.
Right.
It's made for you.
It's almost like having a customized plan for you.
Exactly.
Which I can see why that would be appealing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another key difference, I would think, is that medical supervision.
That's huge.
A lot of these programs, they involve regular check-ins
Mm-hmm.
with, maybe your doctor or your dietitian to, monitor your progress.
Make sure you're on the right track.
Address any concerns.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like having that coach in your corner.
It is.
Make sure you're doing things right and staying healthy.
That's a great way to put it.
All right, now let's talk about intermittent fasting,
Ah.
which I think can seem a little mysterious for people.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some common misconceptions that you've encountered?
Oh, I've heard it all. I think a lot of people think that it's just like starving yourself.
Right.
That's not what it is at all.
Right.
It's really more about timing your meals strategically.
And the article highlights doing it the right way, too.
Yes.
That's not about deprivation. It's like you said, it's about giving your body a break
From digestion.
from digestion.
Should focus on other things.
So almost like giving your digestive system a vacation every now and then.
I like that. That's a good way to think about it.
Can you break down some of the different approaches to intermittent fasting?
Yeah, so one that's really popular is that 168 approach,
Mhm.
which we touched on earlier. So you're fasting for 16 hours. You have an 8-hour window to eat. Then there's also the 5.2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days a week and then restrict calories for 2 non-consecutive days.
Okay.
And there are some other variations, but it's really about finding, what works for you, your lifestyle.
And heard your preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like there's a lot of flexibility,
There is.
which is good,
Mm-hmm.
but I imagine the type of food you eat during those eating windows is still important.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
It's not just a free pass to, eat whatever you want.
Right.
You still need to be focusing on, good, nutritious food.
Makes sense. Okay, now let's talk about high-intensity interval training,
HIIT.
or HIIT.
Yeah.
The article mentions the afterburn effect.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that is and how that works?
Yeah, so the afterburn effect, scientifically it's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC, yeah. Basically, after, a really intense HIIT workout, your body needs extra oxygen to recover
Okay.
and to repair, and this process requires energy, meaning you're continuing to burn calories even after your workout's over.
Oh, wow. So it's like your metabolism is still going,
It is.
even after you're done.
For hours afterwards, yeah.
That's pretty cool. But I'm guessing there's a right and a wrong way to approach HIIT.
Especially for beginners. What are some tips for getting started safely?
Yeah, so the article highlights starting slow, gradually increasing your intensity, as you get stronger. So a good rule of thumb is to start with, shorter intervals of the high intensity exercise.
Okay.
And then longer rest periods. So you might do the 30 seconds of sprinting,
Okay.
followed by a minute of walking.
Okay.
And then as you get fitter, you can increase, the high intensity and then decrease those rest periods.
So it's like building up your endurance over time.
Yeah.
And of course, listening to your body is key.
Always, always, always.
All right. Now, the last 2 methods the article mentions are calorie deficit and strength training.
Right.
These seem pretty foundational to any weight loss plan, right?
They are. The article lists these as kind of, key components to those other methods.
Okay.
So, creating a calorie deficit is, the cornerstone of weight loss.
Okay.
You have to burn more calories than you consume.
Hmm.
And then strength training is important because it helps preserve that muscle mass, which we've talked about.
Which is often lost during weight loss.
Right. Exactly.
Especially rapid weight loss.
Exactly.
But we talked earlier about how muscle helps boost your metabolism, so it's kind of a double win.
It is. Yeah.
Can you give us some examples of how people can create a calorie deficit in a healthy way?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be anything drastic.
Okay.
You can start by making small changes to your diet, like swapping sugary drinks for water.
Okay.
Or opting for, grilled chicken instead of fried chicken.
Okay.
And then, just increasing your physical activity can make a big difference too.
Mm-hmm.
Even taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
It's all those little things throughout the day.
Yeah.
That can add up.
Exactly. And then for strength training, you don't have to spend hours at the gym.
Right.
Body weight exercises are great, like squats, lunges, push-ups.
So things you can do at home.
Exactly.
You don't have a gym membership.
Right. Or if you're new to exercise.
Absolutely.
But with all of these methods, I imagine mindset plays a huge role.
Oh, huge.
Especially when you're trying to do it quickly, that rapid weight loss.
Absolutely. You're so right. And the article really emphasizes this too. The most successful weight loss journeys, they prioritize speed and sustainability.
Right.
So it's not just about, getting to your goal weight fast.
It's about creating habits that last.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can keep that weight off.
We'll be back after a quick break to discuss how to choose the best approach for you and dive into that, critical mindset piece. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been, talking about these 5 safe methods for rapid weight loss.
Yes.
But, with so many options,
Yeah.
it can be tough to know where to start.
Right.
What are some things people should consider when they're choosing, the best approach for themselves?
Well, this is where self-awareness really comes in. Think about your personality, your lifestyle, your preferences.
Are you someone who, thrives on structure, having things planned out?
Yeah, like a plan.
Then a structured medical diet program could be a good fit?
Yeah, because it's like you said, you have that roadmap for your meals.
You've got support, you've got guidance along the way.
Takes the guesswork out of it.
Exactly.
Okay, so what if you're, someone who's maybe not so structured?
Right.
You prefer more flexibility,
Yeah.
Maybe you find that you gravitate toward those shorter eating windows.
Intermittent fasting might be a better option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's not about starving yourself.
No.
It's about making those healthy choices during your eating periods.
Exactly.
What about those people who love to work out?
Oh, yeah. If you love a good sweat, you want to torch some calories.
Yeah.
HIIT could be for you.
HIIT could be your jam.
It could be, but remember, start slow, gradually increase that intensity. You don't want to get hurt.
Listen to your body.
Yes.
Okay, so no matter which method you choose, remember those key components?
Calorie deficit, strength training.
Calorie deficit, strength training.
Yeah.
It's almost like building that foundation for your weight loss.
Yes, exactly.
Physically and metabolically.
I like that, yeah.
But I think, even when you have the right methods in place, mindset is a huge part of this.
Oh, huge.
You know?
Yeah, and the article really, really emphasizes that. You know, the most successful journeys, they prioritize, like we said, speed and sustainability. It's not just about getting to that goal weight really fast.
It's about those long-term habits.
Exactly. You want to be able to keep that weight off.
What are some tips for cultivating that kind of mindset?
I think it's really about shifting your focus
Okay.
from restriction to empowerment.
Oh, I like that.
You know, so instead of thinking about all the foods you can't have,
Right.
think about all the delicious, healthy foods that you can have.
So it's like a more positive approach.
Exactly. Celebrate your wins, you know,
Yeah.
whether that's fitting into, you know, a smaller size pair of jeans, or you just have more energy throughout the day.
Yep. Feel good.
And don't be afraid to, like, you know, ask for help if you need it.
Right. Like support.
Support, talk to your friends, your family, you know, maybe even a therapist if you're having a hard time.
You're not alone in this.
You are not alone.
And I think that's so important to remember.
All
All right. Progress over perfection.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. There are going to be ups and downs.
There are going to be setbacks.
Yeah.
Don't let those derail you.
Just keep going, keep moving forward.
This has been such an insightful conversation.
It has.
It's clear that it is possible to lose weight quickly without having to sacrifice your health.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
choose a method that works for you,
Mhm.
your lifestyle, your goals, Be consistent
Yeah, consistency is key.
and cultivate that positive mindset.
Absolutely.
You can achieve great results
You can.
and transform your health for the better.
And as you embark on your own journey, we'll leave you with this thought. What small, positive change can you make today to, move you closer to those goals? Remember, every journey starts with a single step. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.